This is Let's Get Cheeky, and today's broadcast we are going to be playing Secret of Mana. Secret of Mana is probably one of my ultimate favorite RPGs that has ever been created in the history of gaming. Just the detail in the storyline and the gameplay is just, to me, is flawless. Not too many people know about this game, surprisingly enough. They did a remake, which is what we are playing today, and if you are a fan of the older version that came out for the Super Nintendo, nothing has really changed. It's the exact same gameplay, the exact same spots. The only thing they did was they cleaned up the graphics and they made it run a lot smoother. So, without further ado, let's get started. English, because why not? And off we go. Now, there was other games. What were they called?
Long ago, the world prospered and humanity thrived thanks to a power known as mana. However, humans soon sought to use mana to create the ultimate weapon, a floating battleship called the Mana Fortress. This greedy arrogance angered the gods, who in turn unleashed vicious beasts into the world.
I'll continue talking after the...
A violent war between the mana beasts and the fortress engulfed the world in poison and fire until mana had all but disappeared. In humanity's bleakest hour, a hero wielding the mana sword appeared and destroyed the fortress. The world was left in shambles, and yet humanity persevered, and there was peace throughout the land. But as time passes, so history repeats.
Hey! Guys! Wait! Up! Whoa!
Shh! Be quiet, stupid. If the Elder finds us here, we're done for.
Yeah. We're not supposed to be here. Everyone in the village knows about the ghost.
You really believe that old fib? The grown-ups just say there's a ghost to scare us away. But I did hear Grandma say she saw something shiny by the falls when she was little.
Maybe it's treasure. Let's go find it.
Help! I'm gonna fall!
Goddamn. Normally you would have been dead.
Oh, whoa! Ouch! There's no way back up. Now what am I gonna do?
So, as I was saying before, there were other games that were along the same caliber as Secret of Mana. One of them was Illusion of Gaia. That was another game that I loved.
Huh?
And there was also another one. They were all made, I think they were made by Enix. Oh, it was Soul Blazer. I've been really wishing and really hoping and praying that they come out with a remake of Illusion of Gaia and Soul Blazer, just like Secret of Mana here. Keep the storyline the same, just clean everything up a little.
Take a sword.
Who are you? And what's a sword doing here? To right. What's with this light? Oh, a ghost.
Listen. I entrust the sword to you.
Huh? What do you mean? What's up with this sword? The light's fading already. Oh, I have to get back to the village!
And off we go. Now, if you're particularly interested in RPGs like this, and you've never played Secret of Mana before, keep in mind the game really
What's
is...
a rabbi doing in a place like this?
Keep in mind that games like this aren't exactly for everybody, but if you don't mind the grind time, if you want to kind of, you know, relive the past, just cleaned up a little, then I highly recommend this game. It's a good game. It takes you a while to level everything up. You've got so much to do on here. There is no DLCs. There is no online content. They just kept it. They kept it original, and they kept it how it was supposed to be. Oi. Fighting every little enemy can be a little time consuming, but as you get farther into this game, you will acquire other weapons and magic spells as well, to where you will have to come out into fields such as this, full of enemies, and just kill everything. Every little bit helps on increasing your weapons, your magic, stamina, your health, everything. You gotta kind of time the attacks, because if you notice at the bottom of the screen where the character's profile is, where it has his hit points and his picture. Now watch when I hit this rabbi. The numbers down there that are counting down, that's kind of like a cooldown period. Now, when you want to attack again, if you want to have another heavy attack, wait until it all goes, until it goes to 100, because otherwise, like, here, we smack it while it's counting, and you try to attack again, you will hit them, but it won't be as strong because your cooldown has not regenerated yet. And then sprinting, running around, will also take down the numbers at the bottom, as you can see here, and just let it go, and it regenerates. The same thing does not happen for magic, though. You don't need a cooldown period. There is something called pile-on spellcasting, which I will explain in future videos, because I don't believe I'll be able to get that far today. See, now that my sword has reached a higher level, my attacks are a little stronger. Oh, let's see what we got. Found some candy. Candy is pretty much health. So you can attack. Now, the part where the numbers are, when you level up weapons, you will see, if you notice the glowing bar down at the bottom, what it does is it releases a special attack. See? One smack. Versus just a regular hit, and you gotta hit them twice. Now, the more you level up weapons... Oh my goodness, excuse me. the more you level up weapons, the longer it takes for the... Oh, I reached level 2. Now, see, when your player gains a level, their strength goes up, their health goes up, and they're just all around. They're a little more fine-tuned, I should say. So, oops. Because if you have played this before, you will know that the character that I am currently using is not going to be the only one you will be able to use. But I'm not going to release any spoilers. If you already know about the game, then you already know the other companions that you will encounter on the way. But if this game seems interesting to you and you've never played it, I'm not going to drop any spoilers. Okay, so we are in Poto's village, which is originally where you are supposed to go. It's a fairly small a small village. And I find it kind of uncanny that you can just walk in people's houses.
Hey, stop playing with that sword before you hurt someone. I'll tell the Elder on you.
And we got the pub.
Oh, it's you. Elliot just stopped by, but he didn't look too good. What happened?
Uh-oh. Sounds like there's some problems. Oh, you just want to be a silent ass. Okay. Whatever. Let's see. Can we stop by the shop? That is the hotel. Where you can go if you want to save your game. It's always good to find a hotel, because these are the only places that you can save your game.
One night is 5 GP. Stay the night?
No, thank you. Head to the shop. Any place that you see a store with like a jar as a for the sign, those are shops.
On an errand for the Elder? Welcome. What'll it be?
Now, these aren't all of the items that you will encounter, obviously. But I will at least tell you what these are. The candies, they are, they recover your health if you, it says recovers approximately 100 hit points. Medical herbs are if you are on fire, or if you're poisoned, or if you're unconscious. You can use this to debuff any of the ailments that have been casted upon you. A Cup of Wishes is going to come in very good handy once you get further into this game, because there is some enemies to where they will just pummel you. They will just absolutely destroy you. And these Cup of Wishes are they bring your character, your fallen allies back to life. And then bandana and some overalls. These are armor for this particular character. Now keep in mind, you will have other companions that will be riding with you, and not everybody can wear the same armor. For example, there is one that can't, for example, can't use these overalls. And there's only certain oh my goodness, excuse me. There's only certain armor that certain people can use.
Anything else? Come again.
No, before you shop, because I've done this numerous times before.
On an errand for the Elder?
No.
Anything else? Come again.
Now, go into your menu. It's always good to see what you have. Now, like, for example, he already has overalls. For arms, he has nothing. For his head, he has nothing. So what I can do, I can walk back up to the counter.
On an errand for the Elder? Welcome. What'll it be?
I'll buy this bandana. Oh, I don't have enough of the bandana. Never mind.
Anything else? Come again.
We'll come back to that.
Oh, you're all
Come
right.
over here to the
Elliot
Elder.
just told me what happened. I thought you were a goner.
That's why I told you not to bring someone like him along.
You idiots. None of you were supposed to wander into that area.
Uh-oh.
What's that you have there? Oh no, it couldn't be. Cool! Did you find the treasure?
Way to go!
What have you done? That's the mana sword. There's no way you could have pulled it free.
Mana sword? But legend says the village will be destroyed if it's removed.
I never thought it'd come to this. The mana sword is said to protect the village from disaster. But now... Aha! So you're the reason all those monsters are attacking us! You yanked out the sword and doomed the whole village!
Ow.
Hey, stop! Shut up! It's all your... Leave me alone!
I always found this part funny. Elliot bullies your character, and then you fall into this pit, and now all of a sudden he's asking for your help. I mean, I'd be kind of shit scared if I fought something like this. Oh, see, now I've been poisoned. Well, sort of. Oh, see, now I'm unconscious. See, I can't do nothing. I gotta wait until I either get out of it or I get hit. Oh! Oh, come on.
Listen to my advice. Clear your mind. Wait for your power to return to 100%. Then be sure.
Since this is your first boss fight, the strange character in the bar with the yellow cape is actually the one helping. So in this fight, I mean, it's damn near impossible to lose. Uh-oh. Gem missile. And he is defeated! And I earned a trophy.
Keep it coming!
Now, every time you defeat a boss, you get weapon orbs to where you can upgrade your weapon to make it a lot stronger. We'll get that. I don't know. We might have time for that today.
I didn't do nothing.
You seem to be in possession of the real mana sword. This is troubling.
Why is that?
Legend says the sword can only be retrieved by a knight when the world is in peril. But you are far too young for such a responsibility. Something must be wrong with the mana sword.
Here, you take it.
No, I cannot. The sword has lost its power. It must be restored. Only the one who pulled it free can do that.
Then, what should I do?
Visit Sage Luca in the Water Palace. The sage has protected these lands for over 200 years. You would do well to listen to her advice.
Hey! The Elder wants you to come to his house.
I'll be off. I have duties to attend. My name is Gemma, and I'll be waiting for you at the Water Palace.
So, we go into the Elder's house, which everybody seems to be gathered.
We can't ignore this.
We're at our wit's end. Who knows when another monster will appear?
Oh, it's you. You've really done it this time. That sword has protected us for years. Once you removed it, the monsters started attacking the village.
It's settled. We can't let him stay in the village anymore. He'll just bring more monsters.
Oh my.
Go!
Everybody's against you.
Get out of here!
Yeah, leave here now.
Angry mob. Yeah.
I don't want to do this, but I have no choice. I banish you from this village. There's a treasure chest downstairs. Take the contents and be on your way.
Bye. Ah, a little bit of money.
I took you in as a child, but you wouldn't remember. You were just a baby, but I was there when your mother first came to this village. After she disappeared, I did my best to raise you. But today is the day we must part ways. I hope that you find your mother again someday. Goodbye.
Oh, how sad. Now, before we leave, the armor that I was telling you about earlier, where I didn't have enough for the bandana, well, now I do. So, let's pop into the shop real quick.
I'm only selling you stuff because the Elder said I had to. When you're done, get out of here. Welcome. What'll it be?
I'll take that bandana, though.
Anything else? You have to equip the armor before it'll have any effect. Got it? Now scram.
Rudeness. So, go over here and equip it. It doesn't change the way your character looks, unfortunately.
Do you have everything you need?
Yes, I do.
By order of the Elder, you have been banished from Poto's village. Now be gone.
Okay. Bye! Alright, now, this next part. We are heading to the Water Palace. Oops. Get out of here. Now, there's two ways you can do this. One way is we can go over here. This is called the Cannon Travel Center. There's only certain spots to where the cannon will shoot you, but you have to be in certain parts of the world to get to other parts. So it's kind of a pain in the ass if you're trying to get to somewhere far away, and you're gonna have to be shelling out a good bit of money to these guys right here to shoot you there. Now, for this one in particular, the Gemma, the one in the yellow cloak, has paid this one off to where they can shoot you right off to the water palace. That is your first option. Or what you can do is you can just walk to the water palace. I prefer to do that, honestly, is just walk to the water palace, because fighting the enemies along the way will give you experience points, will help you level up a little bit. And I just think it's better off that way, in my opinion. Oh. What do we have here? Ah, I found $4 for gold pieces. Oh, flowers. Lullaby. Water Palace, Potos Village, and Kingdom of Pandora. We will be going to Pandora a little bit later. We're not quite there yet. So, we go up this way. Oh. Magic mushrooms. Everybody likes magic mushrooms. Now with these lullabuds, you got to be really careful, because there are places around where there's just like a field of flowers, and they can blend in very well, but they look just slightly different. Oh. They look slightly different from the other ones, but sometimes it is hard to spot. Now that treasure chest that I just opened up, not all the time you will get rewards. Sometimes you'll get, as you've seen, it was a punch glove. There's poisonous needles. There's a couple other ones. I think one is a bomb, to where they'll mess you up. It won't take away too much of your health. Like, it's not a critical hit, but it will mess with you. And then we come over here. And we got this tiny little shack, which is a hotel and a shop. One-stop shopping. I like it. And this lovely little guy is named Nico. You will meet him throughout your entire adventure. He's a traveling salesman.
Welcome to Necco's.
Okay, Necco's. Close enough.
Oh, you're interested. One of the perfectly priced items of...
Now, see, there is different ones. Now, the rabbite cap and a hair ribbon, I mean, obviously, you can't use, when you're on an item that the character is compatible with, they will start blinking, like this wristband, for example. This character can wear this wristband and use it as additional armor. Whereas you see these two, obviously, the character is not flashing, so he is not compatible with these two pieces of armor. These will belong to your allies that you encounter in your journey. So what I'm gonna do, buy me a wristband. 250. You know what? Let's buy some candy. Buy 2 pieces, because you can find candy damn near anywhere in the world. Chocolate, we don't necessarily need that right now. I mean, it's useful, yes, but we don't need it at this point in time. Royal Jam, this is an excellent item to have, but $200 a pop, and I only got $63, so I mean, I don't really need it right now. As I get farther along, most definitely I will. Fairy walnuts are for your magic users. They replenish your MP, but they are very expensive. I think there's only like 1 or 2 other places where they sell these fairy walnuts for 500 instead of 1,000. Medical, alright. Okay. This barrel, these things are actually kind of fun. When you're trying to sneak around enemies and you're not trying to get into a full-fledged battle, you can buy these barrels, and what it does is it puts the barrel over the head, and you can walk around with the barrel on your head. When an enemy's coming by you or a soldier's coming by you, you know, further on in the game, and you're trying to sneak past them, just stop moving and the barrel will just sit down.
Anything else? Be seeing you.
So let's go out here and continue with our quest. Oh, nope. Equip that armor. There we go. Oh! That's what I get for not paying attention, huh? Yeah, fun. $16. I'll take it. Run! Soldiers.
That's our leader, Major Dyluck. He knows how to...
Major Dyluck! Understood. Stay focused, men. Let's move out!
I will explain who that is in another video, because he's kind of irrelevant for the time being.
There. Let's go.
And we have arrived at the Water Palace.
Uh-oh. Where's Luca? I guess I'll ask that girl over there. Hey, where do I find Luca?
Mind your manners. It's nice to see you again, Sage Luca.
You're very welcome.
Wait, you mean this little girl is 200 years old?
Kinda rude, huh?
Luca, monsters have started invading villages. This young boy just fought one himself.
You underestimate my intelligence. World news flows into this palace with the water's own currents. Mana grows ever weaker. That could explain how this child was able to take the sword from its place of rest. His actions caused the balance of mana in this area to shift. Beasts are now rampaging across the land again. Evil in the world is working to seal away the power of the Mana Sword forever.
Oh my.
By defeating monsters and obtaining their orbs, you can reforge and restore the sword's mana power. It looks like your sword regained some power from vanquishing the Mantis Ant. There are more hidden orbs with the mana power to revive the sword. You must find them.
Indeed I shall.
Gemma, I want you to keep an eye on the Empire. It seeks the Mana Fortress's power.
Fortress? Like the one that destroys the world in that fairy tale?
This is no fairy tale. We're talking about the real Mana Fortress, and the Empire that wants its power.
The Empire will try to break the seals on the Mana Seeds in each palace. I've already caught some Empire spies snooping around my own palace.
There are strange reports coming in from Pandora. Could the Empire be involved?
I do not know. Gemma, you should request an audience with the king and tell him to be wary of the Empire.
Understood. I'll leave now. Head for the cave in Gaia's navel. There's a dwarf blacksmith that lives in the area. Dwarves are known for their weapon-making skills. You should see if they can reforge the sword. As the sword becomes more powerful, your skills will improve, and you'll learn more abilities.
And go back and talk to her.
You so?
It really doesn't matter what you pick.
You wield the legendary mana sword, but its power has faded. Now it's hardly better than a normal weapon. It used the last of its power to choose a new master.
But why did it pick me?
I don't have that answer, but you drew the sword, and now it's your responsibility to restore its power.
So where do I fit in?
You must become a hero who is worthy of the sword.
Let's do it.
Come, hold the sword up to the seed on the altar.
What happened?
The seed and the sword have now synchronized with each other. Now no matter where you are in the world, this mana seed can grant power to your mana sword. You found one of the 8 palaces. Now you must visit the others and obtain the powers of... I worry about you out in the world with only a rusted sword. Take this spear I imbued with holy water.
Nice.
Use it along with the mana sword, and it too will regain its true power. I'll heal you. Would you like to save the game?
You damn right I would.
First, take Gemma's advice and head to Gaia's Navel. There you can find the underground palace. To reach Gaia's Navel, head south through the kingdom of Pandora.
Oh my. Give me 1 second, everybody. Okay, I apologize, everybody. Had to do a quick bathroom break. But anyway, on to Pandora. Now, what she was saying, there are 8 seeds. The first one was here at the Water Palace. The seeds is what restores the Mana Sword's true power, because at the very end, you're gonna want the power of all 8 seeds to defeat the final boss. Okay, now that we have another weapon, one thing that kind of diffused a lot of people for playing this game is that the leveling up can be quite tedious. It is definitely a grind, because let's say, for example, my sword is already a level 2. Actually, you know what? I'm sorry, everybody. Let me show you a better menu. Go here. Now, I have my sword at level 2, or level 1, actually. I'm sorry. My sword is at level 1, and my spear is at level 0. It is always good to try to keep all your weapons on the same level. So, for example, I'm gonna be using the spear for a little bit. I'm gonna try to get that up to level 1, and then I'll keep using that until I get it to level 2. Then I'm gonna switch back to the sword, and I am going to get that up to level 2, bounce back and forth, so on, and so on and so forth. The grind is definitely real in this game. So, where's my spear? Oh. Got him. Got him.
Oh no, the goblin!
Oh no, I got attacked by goblins. In a boiling ass pot.
You, do not move. Stay still. Very lucky human. You will be main dish tonight.
No! Let me go!
Delicious human. Very lucky. Dancing has begun. I join in.
But who's this little girl?
Hey, you there! What are you doing here, you idiot? Please help
Kind of mouthy, huh?
Quiet. Come on, let's get out of here.
I owe you my life. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for someone. I saw you being taken away and thought for a second you might be him. I got the wrong guy, though. What a waste of time.
Hey, wait a minute!
Just kidding. Look, I'm in a hurry. Go back to your village, kid.
That will be one of your
Hey,
allies.
I didn't
Later
even
on
get
in
to
the
ask her
game.
name.
So, onward! Sorry, I'm kind of nitpicky about it. I like to try to have everything leveled up, and every single enemy helps. Haha! Haha! And Kingdom of Pandora was down this way. One-hitter quitters. It's always good to check your surroundings because you'll find little goodies hidden here and there. And now my spear has reached level 1. This little guy, he's kind of fun. All he does is he just gets you up here. Nothing special. Vroom. $14. I'll take it. Aren't you just so fancy? Now we are in the Kingdom of Pandora.
This is the Kingdom of Pandora. I was told to let you pass when you arrived. Sir Gemma's whereabouts? He has come from Tasnica to meet with our king. I believe he's in the castle now. Oh, just a warning, I wouldn't try to talk to the people in town if I were you.
Sounds like the city's an asshole, right? But just nobody wants to talk. Everybody's just kind of zombified.
Oh, this is awful. It's as though these townspeople have lost their will to live.
This is Pandora.
This is the castle. This is where you need to go. Oh, I think I went through the wrong door. La-di-da-di-da. Let's go this way, shall we? Only way we can go, really. Oh, it's the girl that saved you.
My dad is infuriating. I'm in charge of my life, not him. Oh, right. You're that dummy I saved earlier. Sorry about before. Huh. Is that a sword? I didn't know you were a swordsman.
What, this? No, I'm actually...
This is perfect. Now's your chance to pay me back for saving you. I need your help. We need to teach that witch a lesson. We're going to save Dyla.
But I have to go to the underground palace.
Save that for later. Come on, let's go.
What's your name?
Oh, you can call me...
Prim, huh? Let's call you... We'll say... Call her Kimberly.
Sure, let's go with that.
Now that you have two characters, I have two characters, you can switch between them to see whoever leads the pack. Now she comes with her own weapon. She comes with some knuckles, spiked knuckles at that, which is pretty much up close and personal fist fighting. Now this weapon sucks at the beginning because it is so weak, but if you stay faithful and you stay committed to it, this is actually a really, really good weapon to have. Not in the beginning so much, but in the long run it will pay off if you grind with it and if you stay consistent with it. Now, another reason why a lot of people don't really take too fond to this game, excuse me, is that for my other character, the main character, how I mentioned earlier, to where you have to grind out, you have to... Sorry about that. Where you have to grind out to level up your weapons, how I have him at level 1. Well, with this girl, since she has just joined my squad, she is level 0 on everything, so that means she's gonna have to get to work on using these weapons. You know what, we'll let her stick with the knuckles.
You're here. I suppose you've seen the state of the townsmen. The witch Elene appears to be draining people's life energy for some unknown purpose. Once their energy is spent, the people seem to congregate near the ruins in the southern part of town. I'm heading there now to assess the situation. You should go to Gaia's navel as fast as possible.
On it, coach. Castle. Run! Okay, so Gaia's navel. I believe that's this way. Aha. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Yikes. You know what, let's switch out. We'll get him used to it. Ooh. Kicked right in the face. Or in the pedals. Which I guess would be the face. Hiya! Hiya! And see, she's already lit. Uh-oh. See, now we're poisoned. I don't have any medical herbs, unfortunately. But those will come in handy until you can get the magic spell to debuff any ailments. Medical herbs will be your best option. Now, see my character, my girl. She is down to 12 hit points. Now, what you can do, you can take a piece of candy and you can choose whoever gets it. Now, since she's the lowest, I'm gonna give it to her. Oh, body slam the fucking tulips. Nice. That poor flower.